Yeah, Mickey and I went to Johnny. What's this house called? Shaw House. We went to Shaw House today. Those people were getting married. We wished them well in the video. We saw that, didn't we? But we couldn't get in there.
Shame. Yeah, I tried to squeeze through.
Mickey took pictures of that the last time he went in there, but we went in there today.
That was above it.
There wasn't really that much to see. The building's amazing. Obviously, there's an underneath which you can't get into, and you can only go up to the first floor. The next 2 floors are shut off to you.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe people live up there. You don't know, do you? We don't know, do you? But anyway.
Look at that handsome man.
Yeah, Mickey's trying on. This is all the children's goodies. Mickey, isn't it? Children's goodies.
Oh yeah, the dressing up.
It's a children's corner, and Mickey's trying on the clothes. Anyway, it is a lovely house. It's empty because it does functions and it's weddings.
Not off by half, I say.
But it did at times show you what the walls were built like. They just took a panel away and showed you what was behind it.
You see these windows that were inside the room, so it was originally outside the room. Remember what she was saying?
Yeah.
You could literally see the architrave is like, this should be inside, not. It should be outside, not inside. It was right nice.
There's me, Mickey, being silly.
Merry maid.
Yeah.
I have got my winch.
But he put that on my head back to front.
And I wondered why.
Silly Mickey. That fireplace was quite sweet. It was rounded. And then it's just I like taking pictures, the brick and the door. And this was the kitchen. I even took. We've had a video. We don't know where it is. That girl's quite cute. I did catch her in my video, and then I actually asked her if I could take a couple of photographs of her because she was the 1960s, and she felt very happy dressed like that.
While, didn't she? But, oh my god!
Yeah, she's doing some. She wanted to do, I think, a sculpture for the.
Ah, right. So she's like an artist.
Yeah.
And that's inside, which was outside.
There, see, look. The bricks are all lying down here, but not here. This is more modern than this is older for this bit.
And
that's what I thought.
Those were still bars.
That was a wing, because this was a boarding school, and then that is a wing. And we saw that 1744. Yeah, and this is about the fireplace, because they're telling you there that behind is a bit of an arch. There it is. And they can take the other panel off as well, but it was locked, to show you that the fire is supported behind by this arch.
I just said a bigger fire.
See, these are panels on the floor, and they've unscrewed them so you can see.
With my candles.
They won some of the lottery money and had this done up in the late, 1999, I think it was. That's some of the people that lived there, and it was a boarding school. Obviously, from the kitchens.
Yeah, the recipe. 2 quarts of quarters.
Grounds. It was lovely with grounds.
It wasn't like that though.
My boarding school I went to looked a bit like that. Never even thought about it. It was that old.
No, it's more of a car park.
This is in the kitchen. Outside in the garden. That went round and round. It was okay. Some of the art was a bit naff, wasn't it, Mickey?
Yeah. Not worth.
Who's that? It's Mickey! Oh. It is a lovely house there. It felt quite warm in there, quite insulated, the whole thing.
And cool.
Yeah, and cool at the same time. Warm and cool, if that makes any sense.
Comfortable.
Yeah, it was comfortable. Anyway, we're coming up to the end, and now it's a couple of little videos I've taken with the history, because it was built in the 1500s. So we're going to listen to that now, Mickey. Yeah, let's listen to that. Oh. Where are we going now? What's this here? Oh, it's quite nice. Look at that. Huh? It's a nice window up there. Little coffee room. Very old brick in here. Huh? It's quite nice out there. People having cups of tea out there. Oh yeah, she's quite period, isn't she?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Oh look, they're getting married, look. Oh, how sweet. I'll take a picture. Yeah, I don't know. We want to... Yeah. Oh, I love her dress. Oh, congratulations. Huh?
That's where the term shot down under the stairs.
I think we can come up here anyway. I see these lovely, isn't it? Cool, I can feel the stairs are really worn. Somebody there has just got married. Oh, lady's just got married. Oh, let's go in this one. This is what my mum and dad, listen. My mum and dad have got a bedroom like this, Mickey, in their house. It's just, you can hire these places for meetings and things. But the wooden walls are nice. All wooden, look at that. See, my mum and dad have got a bedroom like that. There's my car down there. Yeah. All nice and wooden. Look at all that. Well, supposedly there's a door here, Mickey. Yeah. They did all this to stop damp, but I mean it's upstairs, so what was it up here? It wasn't up to stop damp, was it? It's just a cupboard.
Cupboard there.
With all the goodies in, okay.
Probably where they kept the wine.
Mickey thought I'd love this room because it was so fake. So fake with all the costumes. What's that got to do with it? A visitor staff member. They've got to dress a dummy up for one of them. What's that? Yeah. That's an army thing.
Itchy bollock stuff, yeah.
There you are. He's an RAOC soldier. Yeah. Anyway, we're just moving on now. Not good, Mickey.
I've never seen that one. What's that one?
So, me and Mickey then went to this cemetery, Newtown Cemetery. Well, that looks a bit Latin-like, some of that writing there at the top. with the A and the E back to front, which I said's like that ITA thing they taught me. It's just that lots of letters, you know, you could do that with. But anyway, yeah, you can read a little bit if you can, or stop the video. Money sign, but we just call it like a money sign. There's loads. We found them in Thatcham. We found them here in Newbury. And some of the... it's abandoned, isn't it?
Yeah, sadly. Sadly, another one. No flowers there around the graves.
Really? Probably the last people that were buried there were in the 1940s and 50s. What it is also is... Oh, there's the dollar sign, whatever it is.
58.
The lots of the, not all of them, but some of the gravestones, they filled it with lead. Lead.
The writing, yeah.
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 I'll show you one
It's
when one comes up.
Probably a later style, you know. Convenient way of doing it, but...
I'm looking at the dates here because there were so many in there. 1895 on that one. 1891. And the other thing we noticed was, I'm not saying every single grave, but there were quite a lot of people who were in their 90s who had died.
Yeah, that's...
Like, say you're going to see late 70s into the 90s. You will see children, but there are a gap that are in their 90s, which I thought we only lived to our 40s.
Yeah.
So they had good lives. I think we come across some of those in the next bit. Yeah. There's the little stones again. It's just weird, the little stones. One gets a big stone, one gets a little stone, or whatever it is. There's the little chapel. Obviously a little brick place with flint now put on it. There you go, more dollar signs. They're everywhere. 1878. whatever that is. Yeah, me and Mickey is sitting in this little cemetery, and that tree there may not look it to you is enormous. It's enormous. And then when we look up there, I'll have to zoom in a little bit. Let's zoom in. There's another one of them up there, and that is absolutely enormous. It's going up the hill, so it's a bit taller than this one. But this one's really old as well. Can you see the knots on... Look at that, that's old. What it is we've noticed all these tombs lined up here, so we're going to have a look at them. And we've got this one here, it's got like... There's like metal railings in, and then of course we've got the little ones. There's the little ones there, little ones in front. Nobody's being buried in here anymore, is it? It's sort of abandoned, isn't it, Mickey?
Yeah, no,
it's kind of abandoned.
No new flowers, no new graves.
But it feels very peaceful in here.
Yeah, it's very peaceful.
I mean, we felt quite eerie in your one, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we knew there was things wrong, and there was.
You can sense.
Here it's just very peaceful. But we want to see, I mean, there's even through there, there's a big sort of box there, and they go all the way down there, like, look at that one there. So we're going to look at those in a moment. But it's so peaceful in here. It's got a good feeling in here. Yeah, everybody seems to be buried in the 1800s in here, up. So 1840s, 1870s, then 1900s, and then it goes up. But it goes probably up to about the 1940s again, and then no one's buried in here after that.
Yeah, but Second World War.
There's a nice little chapel in there. Anyway, let's continue. So, a couple of tombstones were up on the wall. Lots of them in a line along the wall, which we do walk along.
Yeah.
We're looking for the dates. We found 1840s, 1850s, up to about the 1940s, 1950s. So for 100 years, they were burying people in here.
Yeah, in there, yeah. No older.
But there's a whole line of them going on, like a quarter of a mile of tombstones just going with these little ones. And then obviously we'll show you some more pictures in a minute as we come across. Those ones are just leaning there, so I don't know where their graves have gone. That one says 1833 there. I think it says 81 years at the end there, so...
Good age.
1838, 1868. What's that one? 1880. That's a little one. That says 1861, that little one. So he was 77. He died in 1913. We've got the little stone in front. Yeah, I think a couple of the pictures go in twice, but never mind.
These tombs together, these gravestones together, that'll be it.
Loads of little ones behind the other ones there. That's got the dollar sign in it again. They were 70 years. Little one there. I mean, some of them were so random, it's hard to believe that they were buried, really, if you know what I mean. So random, some of them. And some of them are covered with overgrowth now, so you can't even really get to them. They said it's a nature thing they're doing. But I'm thinking,
leaving it wild. Leave it wild, aren't they?
They just want it all to grow over so they can plough it in and build houses there. 1888. That one says 1869.
Your pauper's headstone.
Obviously that's so rich, yeah. Oh, so there you go. 92 years old when they died. That's a good age. There you go, 1868, 1858. That one also 91 years old. But we found more, didn't we? You're quite shocked at how many, that's what you said to me, they're all in their 90s.
Yeah, we're all living a good age. You know?
Yeah, without Farmer, without this world.
Generation and a half.
Would have been a different world then. 1861.
I'm sure a few got to 100 sometimes. You know? We were meant to live for about 120 years.
He was 58 years, that one.
God gave us 120 years to live, so once
That's upside down. That's probably because it was so wide. I don't know. Sorry, you can't read. That says 1813, 1910, 1860. We saw a few young people buried in there, didn't we, in the 1800s?
It was a 14-year-old, wasn't there, one time?
Yeah, I thought we took pictures, but 1796 to 1881. So he was over 100 years old then. No, he was in his 90s.
Yeah.
1867. 18. Oh, that's the same one again. 1869. Yeah, some of them were quite nice shapes. They look just old, don't they? I mean, if you were driving past, you'd think some of these were the 1700s.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Just the shapes were different. Oh yes, entrance to the vault. We found a few of those along there. There must be a vault down there.
Some money in it.
No money, just bones.
Gold wings.
It's very sunny there. It was quite difficult taking some of the photographs. 1857. $1885. I think that's 62. Oh, to 1875. There's two down there. I mean, they don't look like, oh, that's near history. It looks longer. I thought they were going to be older in there, to be honest, by looking at some of the... Another entrance to a vault. Look, another entrance.
Yeah, that's the big one, yeah. So, lift it up. Turn the knob.
1868. But I had a nice feeling in there, Mickey. We said it was a nice... Maybe it was because of that man in the house, which we'll explain in a minute.
Well, he was calm and natured.
He was nice. He was calm.
Wow.
It felt really nice. Like in Mickey's graveyard, we felt awkward. We felt awkward. But this one felt because we were sitting in it. Yeah. But they did put chairs up, whereas yours didn't have chairs. Maybe we'd have sat down and felt differently. Yeah. So I'm just looking at the tombstones, really. just maybe for dates. But sometimes it was there you go, 1889. That's a lead one again. See, that's the lead one.
Yeah.
So you could almost peel them off. That's a double grave. I think that picture was in there before. And then Mickey was sitting down, and there was this thing in front, and on one side there was that, and then on one side there was that, and then on one side was that.
Then it wasn't so worn away.
There was quite a few Horace's eyes in there.
Yeah, eyes of Horace, yeah.
Well, we've done that one, sorry. Another repeat. But Facebook aren't very good at that. They just mix them all up. It's so annoying. It happened to you as well, anyway. Those are just loads of little stones in front of those, like, oh.
That's strange.
I don't know what that is.
I wonder if Mrs. Tavish knows. She might know. Maybe even that one. So.
They just look, some of those look really old, and then it'll say 1888. And then there's that one. You said it's very rare to find them from the First World War.
If that's the pilot one, no. It's
he's just after the war, isn't he? But there's a thistle next to his grave.
Scottish thistle, yeah, massive as well.
There's these gravestones like this everywhere. In fact, when you look, you don't think there's as many as there are, but they're everywhere. There's no paths to them. They're just buried. It's like the last piece of land has been used.
Yeah. Before you know it, there's one.
Yeah. That's 1800s in that one. That one's 1875. So, you know, this saw from the 1840s, 50s to the 1940s, 50s, really.
Yeah.
He said a few
last used.
cremations had happened. You know, they'd shed their...
Yeah, yeah. But
anyway, we are getting to the end now. What happened to me, Mickey? What happened to us at the end?
Oh, we had quite an adventure.
We did.
Yeah. So we say we sort of overstayed our welcome.
We were locked in. We got locked into the cemetery.
Yeah.
And I was like, how are we going to sort this out? So Mickey was Tarzan and jumped over this big gate.
Had to be done.
And got this, we're coming up to it in a moment, this nice man who, it's like a council house that he lives in, which was the old lodge to the cemetery.
Yeah.
And he lives there, so like he's a tenancy. But he had quite a big garden. It was really nice and restful. We didn't really see much of the grave, you know, the whole thing, did it? Oh, there's another one of those gravestones with those backs.
Weren't a graveyard.
And in the end, what happened to happen was, we had to find a place in the fence where I could more or less get through to his garden.
5-foot fence.
Because Mickey had already climbed over the fence. And then we found this bit. It took 2 chairs, Mickey's shoulder, and we did it.
And you had to do the splits over the fence.
Yeah, I was a bit worried because the chair started sinking. Yeah, we're coming up to it in just a second.
That was the funny bit when it sank. But yeah. I must say he was...
He's a really nice guy, and we talked about an hour in the end.
Like a guardian angel, when he saved my life.
There you go, that's those, what are they again, Mickey? When they...
Lead lettering.
Lead lettering, yeah.
I think they might well be poured into it.
There he is. What was his name? Ian. Thank you, Ian.
Ian the guardian angel.
So we climbed into his garden to get out.
And he even looked like that when I met him. Knocked on his door. You know, I thought I was going to go like, oh.
It's really sad. He'd lived in this house.
It's like he's used to it.
For about 30 odd years.
Oh, yeah.
And his wife died 3 years ago. And guess what? What was 3 years ago now when we were in lockdown? So,
what?
Yeah, it happened in lockdown. So, felt very sorry for him because obviously in retirement now, his kids have all grown up and buggered off.
Yeah, major.
And now he's all on his own when he had even the house was nice because the garden was quite a nice size out the back. And the cottage was quite sweet.
Lovely.
And it was really pleasant there,
yeah.
But he was my guardian angel, so was Mickey as well.
Yeah.
He got me through his garden.
Mine too.
Yeah, because that's the lodge. So around him is the cemetery at the back. It's the lodge to the cemetery, or what was. He lives in it, and I had to climb in his garden.
At the entrance, wasn't
Thank you, Ian.
Thank you, Ian.
Thank you, Mickey.
Thank you, Karen.
Were you worried, like, help her?
Yes, I was, because I thought I wouldn't get over that fence. I thought, you said, oh, look, there's a gap. And I thought, well, at least I ain't going to spike me bum.
But you know what? Guess who found the spot she was coming through?
Well,
Me.
yes, you had. Yeah, they're on nowhere. I'm having it here.
I was just worried that I'd fall over and break my leg or something.
Yeah, but yeah, we had the. It was lucky.
I thought they wouldn't let me go. I'm going to be stuck in here with this lot.
A night ghost town.
Yeah, but I'm not the only one. Well, we're not the only ones to be locked in, are I? He was telling us that other people get locked. Yeah. I think it's because they lock them up so...
3 o'clock, wasn't it, you said?
Yeah, they lock it up so early and people are there at 4 o'clock. They're supposed to check to see if anybody's in there.
The first thing I said to him, I said...
We was walking and talking around. How they couldn't have seen us? Yeah. They must have been in a rush.
Yeah, right.
But it was all safe.
Pub rush.
Through Ian's garden. Anyway, thanks, Mickey.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you, everybody.
We weren't recording.
Well, just wanted to say before we actually go, we had a great day at Shore House and the cemetery. I know it's a bit of a strange thing to say, but you know, some of us are interested in these things. They just are. Doesn't cost you anything.
No,
and you can
free.
find loads
Free
of stuff. Yeah, and we go out, and then we met Ian today
in.
because we got locked in the cemetery.
Yeah, we now know a neighbour.
Anyway, what's your thoughts to today's video? Thank you very much.